Leanne Bullington. I work for the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture Research and Extension, and we're here today for our first of our video series called Arkansas Homegrown and Homemade. And today, I am working with Chris Roof, who's one of our newer agents. Chris, introduce yourself.
I'm Chris Roof. I'm the Newton County FCS agent over in Jasper.
Today our recipe is going to be fresh peach and feta spinach salad with a blueberry vinaigrette. We're going to start off by candying some pecans that are going to be part of our garnish on this. So Chris, let's start off with our candied pecans, all right? So this is a really easy recipe, don't you think?
Yes.
So we start by melting 4 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to add 2 cups of pecans. We'll let them stir those around some as they toss them until they're really covered up with the butter. And when they get covered with the butter, then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Let's go ahead and add our 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Can you, oh, they just slid right off. We didn't even have to scrape that.
It's a good deal.
All right, is it beginning to caramelize some yet?
Almost.
Almost. It takes a few minutes for it to caramelize. And then after it does start to caramelize, you don't want to burn it because you don't want to cook it too long because we don't want any burnt pecans. Yeah. So we're going to spread that on a sheet of parchment paper to let it cool. So after they caramelize, we'll put them on our parchment paper so that they can start to cool. And you know, Chris, we could make these the night before, actually.
Yes.
And then you're just really ready almost to make the whole salad. Particularly, you could make that vinaigrette the night before, too.
Yes.
And so if you came in for lunch, wow.
It's a quick assembly.
Yeah, really quick and ready to go. These look yummy. So this salad is topped with a great blueberry vinaigrette, and blueberries are grown in Arkansas too. But let's get this started. And this recipe has a cup of fresh blueberries in it, or you can use frozen blueberries. So if you don't have fresh blueberries, it's all right. Just get some out of the freezer. So it takes 1 cup of those blueberries, and then 1/4 of a cup of water.
Thank you.
And so we're going to process those until we get a nice puree. So get those going for us, Chris. This may be a little bit loud, but it won't take but just a minute. Yay. Look what a beautiful color. I think that's good. Isn't that going to be a beautiful color?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that looks so wonderful. All right, so then with our blueberry puree in our blender, we are then going to add about 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. I'm just going to pour it in there since I've already got it in my hands and we won't spill it.
Yes.
There we go. So about 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Go in next. There's that. And then a tablespoon of honey.
That'll be very good.
Yeah. Honey is just wonderful to use in things, you know. So there's our honey in it. Okay, Chris, blend it again. Let's get this done.
Make sure this is on all the way.
Yeah, because we don't want to mess. And if you don't hold that lid down sometimes.
You can't go wrong with this. This is a simple thing. You just mix your ingredients and go at it. Just making sure you hit the puree setting so that way you're thoroughly getting it all ready.
And if it's a little bit, you know, if it has a few whole or not chopped up really pureed berries, it just makes it a little bit more fibrous, doesn't it? I think that, you know, we really just cannot mess this up.
When you make this, you're going to make a lot more than for just one salad. So the best way to store this is to put it in an airtight container and put it in your refrigerator for long storage use.
This salad takes a peach for each salad that we're going to prepare. And so we're going to use about a medium-sized peach. And Chris, what kind of peaches, what are the different types of peaches that we have?
There's 2 types. There's clingstone and freestone, which basically talks about the pit. All peaches have a pit. And the clingstone are types of peaches that the flesh of the fruit adheres to the pit. Now the freestone, it just slides right out. So we will find out which one this one is.
Yeah. And you know something else about peaches that I've learned? You know, I really thought that when you went to the store and you're looking at peaches, that the prettier the ruby color was to them, that meant they were riper.
Yeah, that's not true.
No.
Main thing about ripeness is if it's still green. If it's still green, it's still ripe. And if you pick it, it won't ripen. It'll be stuck like that. So you want to pick them when they're red and yellow like this. And the blush doesn't really matter on ripeness or flavor.
Yeah, I think it just has to do with what variety they are or something is what that color means on them. So we want them to be nice and firm. We don't want any bruising on them, do we?
No.
And we don't want them to be really mushy, so we don't want them to be too soft. We
Yes.
just want them to be nice and firm. These look like these are going to be really good ones.
Yes.
So we are going. What are you doing there? Are you putting those in some water?
Yes. So we're using antioxidants, which basically keeps the fruit nice and fresh. So to do that, you want to get something like a citrus or lemon juice and mix it with your water. The citrus keeps the fruit fresh. Now there's a few other things you can do with it. You can buy fruit fresh, which also keeps your fruit fresh, or ascorbic acid, which will do the same thing.
Yeah, ascorbic acid, that's the same thing as vitamin C, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and we can also use citric acid will help do those, or we can use those commercial products like a Fruit Fresh. So those are usually a powdered, but almost everybody has lemon juice, and so that's really easy to use and something that you would probably have ready in your kitchen, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think that's a great idea. So, and nobody wants a brown peach on their salad. So it takes about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice to about 1 quart of water to make that mixture. So it's really easy to do. All right, so let's go ahead and do another. And again, these salads take about a medium-sized peach on each salad. So we'll go ahead and do another peach. Chris, are you ready to assemble these salads?
Yes.
I think we're ready too. So it takes about 2 cups per salad of spinach. So about 2 cups, give or take a little bit. Now, and then we're gonna put about 1 whole peach on each salad. So I'm gonna put these, and they're beautiful. They are so pretty. Look how pretty that beautiful yellow creamy color is against that dark green spinach. And we eat with our eyes as well as our mouth. And so when it looks really pretty, and when you see these dark colors, you always know that that's really nutritious when you see some dark, beautiful colors on your plate.
And it's nice to have fresh ingredients, so that way you know for sure that you're getting a good quality salad.
Yeah. So then next, we're going to put about a tablespoon of feta on each one. So there's your feta. Here's my feta. So that gives us some dairy. So we've got a nice green vegetable, some nice beautiful fruit, this dairy product of our feta cheese, and then we've got about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of pecans that we're going to put on each one of those candied pecans that we made at the beginning. So here's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I'll take those. For a little bit of garnish and some extra color, let's put a few blueberries on there. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, me too. So those are just for garnish, but there is nothing better than fresh blueberries. All right, and here's our vinaigrette that we're just gonna gently pour across the top of it. And it's gonna have us that nice tart flavor. Put some on yours. Wow, this is really making me hungry.
Me too.
Chris, what a beautiful salad this turned out to be. Those wonderful dark colors. Look at that green and that yellow with that. I can hardly wait. I'm going to have a bite now. What do you think?
I think I will too.
How do you like the contrast of those flavors?
Very good. They play very well with each other.
Don't they? And that feta cheese in there, that really gives it that extra. And then those sweet pecans.
Very good addition.
Very good. You know, I think I might have this for supper. Really, anytime these hot dog days of summer that we've been having, this would make the perfect dish, don't you think?
Yes.
I hope you'll join us next time for another great Arkansas homegrown and homemade dish.